Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ghetto Tribe with St. Austin Igbede. I'm so happy to be back again. Today I'm going to be dropping a video on the use of English, JAMB 2025. I'm going to give you some questions, 10 questions, and also I'm going to answer it. And these 10 questions are possible questions that JAMB is going to set. It's a question that JAMB is going to set for this year's 2025-2026 academic section for this year's JAMB. So before I proceed, I would like you to subscribe, share, then like, and also comment on the comment section. Thank you. Now, this year, JAMB decided to provide 10 syllables, to guide us, to understand this English. So JAMB provided 10 syllables, and I'm going to say the syllables. I'm going to read it out so that you understand what I'm saying. Now, the first one that JAMB provides is what? Intonation. We have intonation, we have oral English, we have lexis and structure, we have synonyms, we have antonyms, we have interpretation, we have question tag. We have question tag, we have current affairs, we have stress, we have comprehension and summary, and also we have spellings. Now, these are the 10 syllables that JAMB decided to provide for this year use of English for us in order to guide us to answer the questions very well, to answer English questions properly. Now, like I said earlier, I said I'm going to give out 10 questions and also answer it. This 10 question is probability that JAMB is going to set it, because JAMB is a repetition of questions. What they've said last year, they're just going to change it again and bring it back. So these questions that I'm going to say and I'm going to answer is possible that JAMB is going to set it again, so that let's pay attention and understand this English. Now, this one that I'm going to say now is based on what? Most suitable. Is a question based on most suitable. Suitable, the word that is suitable to the sentence. I'm getting it. So I'm going to start. Number one: if I went to the cinema, I dash early. If I went to the cinema, I dash early. That's the question. Then the option is A, I shall return early. B, I'm returning early. C, I would return early. Then D, I had returned early. Now, that is the option, and then the answer to this question is C, which means if I went to the cinema, I would return early. Now, if I went is what? Is the past tense, and then the current main clause, current main clause to this sentence is what? Would return. Now, if you look at it now, that is the main clause to the sentence, would return. So the answer is what? C, would return early. I would return early. Then number two said, many lives are lost on Nigerian roads, dash lack of consideration for other road users by many crazy drivers. That's question 2. Listen again. Many lives are lost on Nigerian road, dash lack of consideration for other road users by many crazy drivers. Then the option now is A, in view of. B, resulting in. C, owing totally to. Then D, through. I'm getting it. Now, the answer to this question is what? Is C, owing totally to. That's owing totally to. That's it. That's C. Now, listen to it again. Many lives are lost on Nigerian roads, dash lack of consideration for other road users by many crazy drivers. So the answer to it is what? C, owing totally to. That's the answer. And then this question I'm going to say is based on what? Based on conveys the meaning. Is base convey. So this question now, you are going to choose what? The option that best conveys the meaning of the underlined portion in the following sentence. Yes, as underlined words. The one I'm going to underline is the one that we are going to, you understand? That's the best convey the meaning to the underlined word. So you choose it. Now that's 3 now. You said he spoke with his heart in his mouth. Now the underlined word there is heart in his mouth. That's underline it. He spoke with his heart in his mouth. So the underlined word there is heart in his mouth. Underline that one. Now the options are A, courageously. B, with such unusual cowardice. C. With a lot of confusion in his speech. D. With frightened and agitation. Are you getting it? Listen to it again. He spoke with his heart in his mouth. The underlying word there, in his heart. In his heart in his mouth. That is the underlying word. Heart in his mouth. The question is, he spoke with his heart in his mouth. So the underlying word there is heart in his mouth. Now, let me repeat it again. The options are A. Courageously. B. With such unusual cowardice. C. With a lot of confusion in his speech. Then D. With frightened and agitation. So the answer there is what? Is D. With frightened and what? Agitation. That is it. That's meaning if someone's heart is in their mouth, they are feeling what? Extremely nervous. If someone's what? They are feeling extremely nervous. That's it. And then question 4 says what? You said the leader. So the underlying word there is the leader. The leader in today's issue of our popular newspaper focuses on inflation. Now, let me read it again. The leader in today's issue of our popular newspaper focuses on what? Inflation. Now, the underlying word here is the leader. The leader is the underlying word. Now, the options are A. President. B. Headlines. C. Editorial. Then D. Columnist. So the answer to this question is what? Is C. Editorial. Editorial is the answer because then the underlying word there is the leader, and then he's talking about what? Newspaper. So newspaper there is the editorial. You understand? A leader in a newspaper is a piece of what? A piece of writing which gives the word the editors. Are we there? Opinion. So the answer to this question is what? Editorial, because it gives what? It gives what? It gives the editor opinion to say or to write. That is it. And then this question now is based on, this other one now is based on what? Emphatic stress. You know, you give it more emphatic, that is emphatic stress. And then you choose the word, are we there? And the emphatic stress there is written in what? In capital letter. So you choose the emphatic stress there and then you give it. And then let me say number 5 now said what? Ngbede greeted Ocholi. Ocholi is the emphatic stress there at the party. Now, Ngbede greeted Ocholi at the party. That's the question. Ngbede greeted Ocholi at the party. And then the emphatic stress there is the Ocholi. Ocholi is spelled O-C-H-O-L-I. Ocholi, capital letter. That's the stress. And then the option now. A. Did Ngbede ignore Ocholi at the party? B. Did Peter greet Ocholi at the party? C. Did Ngbede greet James at the party? D. Did Ngbede greet Ocholi at the park? The emphatic, remind you, I said the emphatic stress is what? Is Ocholi. So now the question to this answer, the answer to this question is what? Did Ngbede greet James at the party? Now if you look at all the options carries what? Ocholi, Ocholi. A say, did Ngbede ignore Ocholi at the party? B. Did Peter greet Ocholi at the party? C. Did Ngbede greet James at the party? D. Did Ngbede greet Ocholi at the party? Now, the emphatic stress there is Ocholi. Among all the options, the one that changes is the C. Did Ngbede greet James? Now, not Ocholi again, James. So, James now changes what? Ocholi. So, that C is the answer. C is the answer. Then, number 6 said, Amarachi was the first to submit the assignment. Now, the first there is what? The first there is the stress. Amarachi is the first to submit what? To submit the assignment. So the first there is the stress, capital letter. And then the options are, was Ella the first to submit the assignment? Was Chenemi the first to leave the assignment? Was Amarachi the last to submit the assignment? Was Amarachi the first to submit the assignment? Now, the answer to the question is C. Was Amarachi the last to submit the assignment? Yes, was Amarachi the last to submit the assignment? Now, if you look at the first now, it's only the option C that changes to what? To last. You know, I told you, I said the stress is the first. So when you look at the options, first changes to last. So that the answer there now is what? Is C. Was Amarachi the last to submit the assignment? Not the first again, but the last. So it changes. So the answer there is what? Is C. Now, this other one, now this question is based on what? On rhymes. You know, it's based on rhymes. So I'm going to say it and then we'll see the answer now. Now, question 7, Porter. Porter, P-A-P-O-T-T-E-R, porter. Now, the rhyme now to it now. The options are what? Porters. B, pear. C, otter. D, rotting. Now, the otter is spelled O-T-T-E-R. Now, porter, porters, wrong. Porter, pear, wrong. Porter, otter, porter, otter, porter, otter, porter, otter. Then D, rotting. Are we getting it? So the answer there is what? Is C, otter. C, otter, porter, otter, porter, otter. That's C. Then this other one now. This question, are we getting it? That is the question now. Yes, that's the question. So I'm going to be stopping here. In our next video, I'm going to give more on the Lekki Headmaster. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much for your time. But like I said earlier, please subscribe, like, and also share. And also comment too. Pray that this says JAMB, we are going to make it, we are going to pass, and then we're going to have admission. God will bless us. Thank you. I remain St. Austin, Mbede, Ghetto Tribes. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.